Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we are back with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle news video. I almost said Dragon Ball Legends, that's why I stated the whole title. We saved it. We have a ton of new stuff today. Some very exciting stuff, and actually you can find basically all of it on Dokkan assets. We are really out here, boys, really innovating the game, data mining all this stuff myself. It always feels so good to finally finish everything at the end of the night and get all of those assets up. I am going to try and make this news video a little bit quicker than usual because I lost my voice today and it literally hurts to speak. So let's hop into this, and then I don't have to talk for the rest of the night, but I want to film a news video. So we have plenty of stuff to go over here. A couple of other things besides what was in tonight's data download. I always like to make now, well, before we watch this, I like to make a master post after I'm done posting everything of all of the new assets and every new tweet. Sometimes I can't get it all because Twitter's tweet limit kind of big stinky, but or character limit rather, kind of prevents me from doing it sometimes, but most of the time it works out fine. Anyway, though, let's get into it. So we did get a part 3 movie. It's a little weird, I'm gonna be honest, because it has Broly and Zamasu, which is cool, and then it's like, oh, Gogeta and Vegito, right? Interesting that they chose those two specifically, but then they have the wallpapers pop up, right? Which we'll look at that Vegito one in a second. But then there's nothing else. It's just weird because, like, it seems like every single one of these, they've introduced something new. I mean, I guess, okay, the Vegeta wallpaper is new, but it's not as big as, like, you know, the LRs themselves. And also, what do you call it? And obviously the LR, Broly, Chila, and Lemo. It's just kind of interesting that they decided to do it that way this time. Is this going to go back to the tweet I wanted to? Excellent. Speaking of the wallpaper, we do have the brand new... don't worry about that. We have a brand new wallpaper here, which looks super awesome. Obviously, this is in the same style of the Broly versus Gogeta wallpaper. Both of these are absolutely fantastic. Both of these are great renders for both of the characters involved, and I'm a big fan of this. This is supposed to come out soon. This comes out the night of the 20th, so it is currently the morning of the 20th. So this stuff should be all coming today, which is really cool. Definitely a big fan of that wallpaper, though. Moving on, we do have brand new loading screens, which is really cool. These are super fire. I'm a big fan of these. I literally made this my phone wallpaper, or my phone lock screen rather. It's so good. And then of course they have one that is styled with Zamasu as well, with Vegito Blue. I don't know why, I just don't like Zamasu's face in this render. But this is actually, weirdly enough, this is an SA asset that they decided to use for this one, and then they used as card art. Kind of weird. I mean, technically this isn't the SA, but anyway. We also have this one with all the boys, BOIS, by the way, which is everybody included. Interesting, by the way, that they chose to do it this way, because obviously this is the Broly from the end of the windscreen, but then this is also like two different Chilai and Lemo assets from the SA, so kind of interesting that they chose this, like, I don't know, that they chose these particular assets. Not that they look bad, although I will admit the Chila and Lemo definitely don't look like the same quality as the Broly asset. I don't know. Maybe it's just me overanalyzing. Anyhow, though, this one is kind of funny to me. Obviously, these assets are all from Trunks getting the Spirit Sword, but it's kind of funny to me that, like, his sword just looks like a French fry. Like, that's mid, like, absorbing the Spirit Sword onto the sword. I don't know, it just looks kind of funny to me. But nonetheless, though, still a good one. This one definitely does look like, okay, now my graphic designer is coming out. It kind of just looks like they slapped the Trunks onto the other ones. But either way, it looks good. Definitely the Vegito and the Gogeta are the best ones. Then we have a couple more. I am a fan of this one. I don't know what this background is supposed to be. I guess just Frieza's shit, but I do like this one. This is also very cool. Our girls going to the Goku Black future. This is a fantastic one. This is probably my other favorite besides the Gogeta one. This Broly is actually the Broly from the Paragus and Broly render. So that's kind of interesting. Then obviously we have a Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta from the Broly cards, as well as a bunch of different screenshots from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. But if you look closely, if we zoom in here, those are actually not screenshots from the movie. Those are all different assets in Dokkan, but they just capture the scenes from the movie. Every single one of those is a asset in Dokkan at the moment, whether it be a story asset or a background or something like that. All of those do currently exist in the game, which is really, really cool, because at first glance they definitely just look like screenshots, but nope, they are definitely Dokkan assets. And then we have this, which is really, really cool. Obviously Goku Black achieving his perfect form, or I guess Zamasu stealing Goku's body. Very, very cool, though. I am 100% a fan of that one as well. Always really, really cool when they add some new loading screens. I will admit, those are pretty general ones, and they could have added those for part 2. I don't know why they didn't. Because realistically, like, the only one that would have been a spoiler would have been the... actually, let's go back to that. The only one that would have been a spoiler, I guess, would have been... No, not that. The only one that would have been a spoiler would have been the Goku Black one. Because none of the rest of these are spoilers. It's just themed to Dragon Ball Super. Well, okay, I guess this one. But they could have definitely done that for part 2. I don't know. Interesting that they added it now, though. Either way, though... very interesting stuff coming up here as well. We do have a Zamasu raid that is going to be coming, which is pretty cool. Definitely excited about that. It is always cool when they do one of these raid events. There's no information about it at the moment besides these assets, but this does tell us that it is coming, so that is cool. Definitely very excited for that. Obviously, this is them fusing and stuff like that, so very, very nice. Anyhow, this is where things get crazy, bro. So this is a EZA medal. You see that right, for Zamasu Goku. This will be the first LR with an EZA, which is crazy. And not only that, this is the only medal. They are only giving him rainbow medals, which is also the first EZA to only use one type of medal for the EZA and not the bronze, silver, gold, and rainbow ones. So that'll be pretty interesting. I assume it's because they're only going to give him like a little bit of a buff. I don't actually think, you know, we can, I guess we can see if, I don't think that it was actually added into the game. Let's see if the homie Goresh, because I know he's been on Twitter. Yeah, now easying LRs. Yeah, Frieza. Yeah, I don't, this is talking, this did not age well. True. Yeah, I don't think we have, oh no, we do. Perfect. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think we have it, but I will include this then. Okay, so this is Goresh's, information here. Good. I knew I was forgetting a tab here. Mission get the last ticket. That's right. Also, too, we finally got the mission to get the final ticket, which is awesome. Complete 5th anniversary celebration, part 3, stage 5 times, excluding World Tournament Battlefield. It's actually a stage, actually, which is weird because that they specifically note World Tournament because there's not a World Tournament coming up, which is really interesting, but you know, something, think about it. I don't know. But it is kind of weird. I know that there is, where did they talk about it? Something that I forgot in the news, the other day was that we are getting new stages of Dragon Ball Infinite History. I did forget to include that. So it looks like we do have some information here on that, which we'll get to in a second. Let's go back to Goku Black, though. Extreme Z area, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Extreme Z area, stage is called the Zero Mortals Plan to coincide with the story event. SA25, bro? 25? I'm kind of sad now because I should have farmed up another one, I guess, but I guess we didn't know. Attack and defense plus 59%. Key plus 1 when receiving an attack, maximum 6. Perform an additional attack when there are 2 or more enemies with a medium chance of becoming a super attack. Gain additional attack and defense plus 20%. Interesting, interesting. So a nice little buff for Goku Black there. Very, very cool. And obviously making him a lot more powerful. Leader skill, he leads time travelers, which he is a mini lead for. That's awesome. The essay effects, there you go. Not really much there. So this is actually really, really interesting, by the way. Infinite Dragon Ball history. Future Trunks Saga fights in order. So they added Broly recently, so now they're doing Future Trunks. Trunks, Goku Black, and Zamasu with Rose. Vegeta, Goku, Trunks and Mai. Merge Zamasu, Vegito, and Unknown. Unknown, bro? What does that mean? So either Unknown, if I were to guess, would be Spirit Sword Trunks, or if they really want to pull a fast one on us, they could do the Zamasu combined with the universe itself. That would be super, super cool. I would absolutely love that. So let's hope it's that one, because that would be really cool. Although no assets were added for that, so probably not. But anyway, we do not currently have any info on the new Super Battle set, but I imagine there will be an in-game announcement. So there you go. Oh yeah, okay. So I think yeah, of course our boy's got to get the EZA. Just in case we get info about SBR and stuff in 2.5 hours, I'll be sleeping. Okay. So yeah, that is everything that Goresh had to say about this. I'm glad I pulled that up because I kind of forgot about that. But good. So either way though, that's gonna be really, really interesting when all of that gets added. Moving on, we did have some more story events. As weird as this is, because these are pretty cool, this isn't really anything too exciting. They've been basically re-adding these assets over and over. In the data downloads where they add assets or they're doing something related to a character, they like to add the character's assets to the story event folder asset folder. Why did I say it that way? The story event asset folder. There we go. So there is a couple of new things in here though. Like, this is not new, but it is cool to have this render, like, you know, kind of posted again. This is really cool because this is actually Zamasu and Gowasu without Gowasu. So that's cool to get that as a solo render. This is weird that they added Mai crop like this, because I believe we have a Mai asset where it's this whole thing. This is when she's being carried by Trunks in the summon animation. And then they also used another story event. This is obviously Goku Black powering up the int one. Where is the new... I believe there was a couple new things in here. It wasn't much. Like, this is really awesome. But this was added in the last data download. So it's like not anything new. This also looks cool, but this is obviously just the card art. This, I believe, maybe those two are new. I don't think I've seen them personally, but they might have been used in another story event. Yeah, this guy mentions it down here. I will say, though, something interesting to note about these card arts in particular, like these ones are just like the normal card arts. For some reason, as far as I've seen anyway, they are better quality when they're added in the story event folder than they are on the actual card art. Like, if you were to download, let's actually, you know what? Let's just compare this, because we have DBZ space up real quick. We can just kind of do the comparison. Cards, okay. Also, there was some error on JP, but it's not really newsworthy. Okay, let's do extreme AGL. Where is Rose? So, if we take a look at this, right, side by side comparison. This one, obviously this is bigger. Here, let's make it the same size. Obviously you can see this is like super pixelated, because the images are just like actually really small on the card arts, but then when they add them into the the asset folder for the story events, they make them like not bigger because they definitely have them in the full quality. They're just adding them at their proper quality. So that is something interesting to note. If you do want card arts in better quality, definitely keep an eye out for these kind of posts, because they are good for that. I have been trying to like kind of speak up about that a little bit more on the Twitter and stuff like that. But nonetheless, though, besides that, we do have a brand new OST. Yes, this is on the channel right now. It will probably be at the end of this video in the little end card things. We don't know what this does, or what this does. We don't know what this OST is for. There we go. Thank you, brain. At the moment, I will be updating the thumbnail and the title of the video once we know. Obviously, I can't update the image in the video, unfortunately, but I will be updating the thumbnail and the title to coincide for what it actually is, because at the moment we don't know. But it is a very good OST. Definitely go check it out. It is really good. It's on the channel right now. This channel, Epic Mewtwo, that you're watching right now. I know, crazy. Anyhow, though, that is it for all of the asset stuff. Very exciting stuff here. I am pretty glad, honestly, that they didn't decide to introduce another LR, because that would have been, like, stupid. That would have been, like, so much summons at once. Definitely glad that they didn't do that, but I think they're adding some cool stuff here. Though, it, like, in retrospect, though, it's, like, really all that's here is, like, in terms of content in the game, is like the Zamasu raid, the EZA area for Zamasu Goku, and then possibly a new event with the story events. I know some people were kind of speculating that they could redo some story events. I kind of don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. Interesting nonetheless, though, here. Let us move on to a quick note from JP Dokkan. This is kind of sad, but it makes sense because as the game gets better and evolves, plus as it gets more and more app updates, it can't support previous versions of devices. It will now not be supporting iOS 9 for JP Dokkan, which means that eventually Global Dokkan down the line will also not be supported with iOS 9. So just keep that in mind for you iOS boys who got those old phones. I don't keep up with Apple products. The only Apple product I use is an iPad mini, and it's the original one, and it's super old. So I'm definitely not on the most recent update. Actually, funny enough, that might have iOS 9. I should get I should actually link that account then, because I do have just a meme account on there. Anyway, though, regardless, just so you guys know, I do want to throw this in here because this is actually like super funny. Well, this is maintenance, so definitely keep that in mind. On the 24th, there's going to be global maintenance, but Goku got global top grossing 14 stones. What? So all of this is just kind of weird. As you can see, to celebrate hitting first place on Google Play or App Store, in the App Store it was Luxembourg, and in Google Play it was, of course, France. Thanks, guys. Global does top grossing a little bit different than JP. That's why it's only 14 stones, because what Global usually does is they'll do 7 stones per country that hits top grossing, and then JP will just do the 30, and then if one store hits it, and then 100 if both hit it, because obviously it's one country and not the whole world, right? So 14 stones is nice. I mean, hey, you know, extra dragon stones, why not? I just think it's funny that Goku was able to hit top grossing in any country. France, I mean, those guys are wild over there. I don't know what kind of dragon stones they're smoking, but surely something. Although I've never even heard of like Luxembourg being a country that Dokkan is available in, or at least that's hit top grossing before. I don't know. Interesting. Shout out to all the homies watching in Luxembourg, which is probably nobody, but if you're out there, leave a comment. Either way, though, that is it for the actual news for tonight. I did want to put this in the video, though. This is a image showing how much a bunch of different gacha games make in Japan. So again, keep in mind this is Japanese gross. Like not like it's gross. I mean like grossing like money. But yeah, very interesting stuff. As you can see, Dokkan is under Fate Grand Order, but man, look at how much Fate makes. That is absolutely crazy. Obviously, Dokkan is a huge moneymaker as well. And I don't know, it is interesting because their yearly revenue is definitely better than, or the percent change rather, is definitely better as well. Obviously, you can see it has more downloads. Hey, let's get it. I don't know how there's even more people to download Dokkan at this point because I feel like everybody and their mother plays Dokkan now who would want to play Dokkan. So I don't know. That's still pretty impressive to me that almost 1 million people still downloaded it. Regardless, though, this is still very interesting information, and I figured I would share it nonetheless because, I don't know, personally, I think it is always interesting to see these numbers and see how much Dokkan makes per year. Again, this is only Japan, not even including global. Dragon Ball Legends way down here under all of this stuff, which is kind of funny. Fire Emblem Heroes on that climb up, baby. Very interesting, though, nonetheless. I figured I'd throw this in here just because if anybody would want to take a look at it, because I know, I don't know, whenever the information for how much Dokkan makes in a year comes out, I know people are interested in it, just like me, and now I'm just repeating myself. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Definitely let me know. There we go. I'm going to stop talking so I can rest my voice. Let me know what you thought of all this stuff in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely go check out the OST, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Having you two out. Peace.